Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and the video where we'll be exploring Kuching. And welcome to Kuching, Sarawak, Borneo, Malaysia and every Asia. This right here is Waterfront. I was supposed to say welcome to Waterfront, and we are going to start from the White Baroque or the Gloria Jean's Coffee, the most visited tourist attraction. And right next to me, this huge building is the, well, Imperial Riverbank Hotel. It has the river view bar inside and also plenty of things inside as well. They have tourism Malaysian place, and that's the well, Baroque, the white and the homemade cake lapis, which is the Sarawak most famous layer cake. It's the iconic cuisine here in Sarawak. And here is the beginning, well, I would say the beginning of the Waterfront Sarawak River. And here we have it again, the Imperial Hotel, Imperial Riverbank Hotel. It has other things in there as well, not only hotel. It has the Riverbank Tower. They have the Consulate Generals of Brunei office and everything else. So we are still near the jetty of Baroque. This is the Sarawak River, and we begin our journey here, walking past to the layer cake shop. See, Kuching is very much famous for its layer cake. I do have the cousins who happen to be a Malay cousin who bake and sells layer cake. My auntie bakes cakes, which is very famous as well. Well, I don't really know the name of her shop. She does homemade ones, so you have to order through Facebook, WhatsApp, or just come knocking on her door. I'm not gonna tell you where she lives, but anyway, in front of me is the majestic, the riverside of Majestic. Pardon my umbrella, it's very hot when I first recorded this video. Again, I recorded the entire voiceover at home, and on my right here, there it is, the view of the Sarawak River, and also the tall building DUN, also the Sarawak Legislative. I'm very bad at pronouncing words. It's basically Sarawak State Legislative Assembly. In Malay, we call it just DUN, Dun Petra Jaya Kuching, Sarawak, Malaysia. And that's the Hilton Hotel. Behind of the Hilton Hotel is much cheaper, which is called the Tune Hotel. Now I already checked into the Tune Hotel twice during New Year, this year and last year. And if you look at the one from the bottom of the Riverside Majestic, there's a graffiti. People are taking pictures there as well. It's very creative. It wasn't there before because last 2 years ago that the graffiti art looking wall was being renovated or being painted during painting, I don't know. So now we are also facing pandemic issues, so tourism are not very good. And of course we also follow the standard operating procedure, the SOP, as you can see on the mark on the ground. And also we have the beautiful art design of the cultural things on the for the pathway. But of course there's a sellotape there attached to on it, just to follow the SOP. And here we have the super expensive and super slow, don't tell anyone, shop for tourists, food stall for the tourists. I would recommend ordering here because they are super duper slow. No, don't tell anyone. But then again, I tried eating there before. It's okay, but it's not the best. If you want to eat some, Sarawak cuisine, much more the genuine one, not suit for tourists, but for the local, just go to the local shop. Not the famous ones. Everybody speak English here, as you can see, or as you can hear by my voice. I'm an Iban. I'm a Daya living here in Kuching all my life, and I speak English. Not perfect English. I'm horrible at trying to come up with a sentence, but at least I get the job done, kind of. And I'm not a tourist. Here we have a boat. Unlike back in Tokyo, they have the space boat. This is considered as a wooden boat, a river boat, perhaps, where they take people from one place to another. I mean, they sail from the other side of Waterfront and to that side. It happens to have village, where they call it my village, the Kampong Boyan village, I guess. That's the on the right side, on the other side of Waterfront, and they are those sides are famous for Mira Cake House and Dayang Salala, the cake house as well. They sell cake house, and of course DBKU instruct us to do recycling as well. So very good on them. And we have here is the map of the waterfront, where you can also look at the Google image, Google map, which is much easier. But this is for landmark purposes. Yep. Very, very fascinating. And of course, right in front of me is the temples, very, very famous temples for tourists, and also some pool. Well, you can't swim in that pool. There's a James Brook Bistro and Cafes for tourists only, but I wouldn't recommend here. They are famous for laksa, another of Sarawak famous cuisine, but I would recommend eating laksa at a normal shop lot because they are much cheaper, and right here is pretty much expensive. The tastes are all, it's fine. I have eaten all of the laksa in Sarawak, in Kuching, or even Sarawak. Here you have the Kuching, cats statue, because Kuching means cats anyway, so we are famous for cat. And we have the wooden boat, a replica of the wooden boat. So again, it's okay if you wanted to try James Brook Bistro, but if you want to eat real laksa, go walk over to any food court, any Chinese food court, any Chinese food court, and then you'll have your laksa cheaper and more valuable. Some of the laksa outside of tourist spot may taste better, and probably they have much more portion. We have a statue of a bird here, and we have again the James Brook Bistro. I wouldn't recommend. I'm not going to sabotage their sales, but if you wanted to try, go ahead, be my guest. But if you wanted to try for experimenting whether it's good or not, then you can give it a try. And that's the bird statue. If you look how abstract it is, this bird statue has been here for ages now. I think 3 decades. They have this modern art design. It's the 80s style. The colorful buildings, a la carte. They used to have cinema there, and in front of me is the Chinese temple, very, very famous for most tourist attraction. Then again, there are way more tourist attraction. Not only that, but if you're good at exploring, then why not? Well, today I'm exploring this side of the Kuching. I don't know, for making the first series in this explore Kuching, I'm gonna make a series of uncut videos where I'll be walking. Again, no cut. All of the mistakes are all mine, And while doing voiceover, I can't do voiceover on the spot because I don't think you can hear me. The camera, the audio system here is not that good. That's a Chinese history museum. Maybe we'll explore Chinese history museum some other time, but I don't think you can record, or can you, in there? Or maybe you need a permit. I'm not sure. The children's back playground are being, quarantined, so no one can play there. Again, we are in the middle of the pandemic, so you never know. As usual, everyone, stay home, and I wouldn't say stay home. Be safe and take good care of your hygiene. It's really important that you stay clean. And in front of me, where the two guys are taking photos, the famous, it's not really that famous, I'm sorry, but it's just for, art purposes. Everybody all loves taking picture here. And there you have it. Everyone is still wearing their mask, just to follow the procedure, even though they don't wear masks properly. But there you have it. The bicycle that looks like tornado, I don't know. And plenty of food court here. Again, these are mostly attracted to tourists. I wouldn't recommend eating any of the dinner and restaurant here in this spot. Wanted to try Sarawak cuisine? Go outside of the city, explore some other place. That's the Chinese small hut for, and it's just for decoration, decorative purposes. So we're going to walk along the waterfront and try to stop at the bridge. The bridge was newly constructed, by the way. I think it was constructed, nearly constructed last year. Well, they call it Darul Hana Bridge. And more food stand. Apparently they still open even at this time. Interesting. Of course, the ferry for the tourists. Feeling bad for them already, because we don't have much tourists these days. I mean, not only Sarawak. Not only Sarawak, but all over the world. Everyone has, facing the business problem. Business isn't booming. The economy is having a crisis. Such to bird. And behind of this huge boat, this is actually quite famous. Every tourist, or even local, can jump on board the Sarawak River cruise just to support their business. It's no problem. Anyone can do it. But of course, follow the procedure. You'll have to scan before you enter. Every establishment you need to scan. So you're going to say goodbye to the boat. Now that's not a wooden boat. That's pretty much a metallic boat. Or steel boat. Steel. Boat of steel. Oh, we also have this resembling one of our Sarawak Daya house. Is it Panan house? We'll explore the Sarawak cultural village next time. It's very interesting. Again, we'll be exploring that place next time. Or this place is actually very good for jogging as well. And then right next to me is the famous stage. It's called the People Stage. Let me check. Kuching's Waterfront, the People Place. Okay, it's just only the entire waterfront is basically the People's place. But this is a stage for live band or announcement. Unbeknownst to me, I saw someone taking a nap there, and I wouldn't want to disturb him, so best to walk away slowly and let the man enjoy his afternoon nap. Again, I'm recording this in the late afternoon, which is very hot weather for me on the very day that I record this. There you go again, DUN, the legislative assembly place. DUN. They do have the musical fountain as well. They call it Darul Hana musical fountain. You can cross the bridge and take a good look at DUN. But we're not going to DUN today, unfortunately, everyone. we're just exploring the waterfront. So I'm giving you a very good looking view from this side, from the waterfront. We'll explore DUN in a future video. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. And we have the Kuching Waterfront Bazaar, the name of the building, the white building on my left. Later I'll show you. The building, the white building that I'm about to show, it used to house a restaurant that served shisha. For those who love smoking shisha, well, I'm sorry, Little Lebanon, the name of the restaurant is Little Lebanon, is no longer there. I don't know, maybe shisha is illegal, I don't know, but you need I mean, I'm gonna say this, but I used to smoke shisha at the Little Lebanon before, but no, I don't smoke shisha anymore. That's the one I'm talking about. This building, the Kuching Waterfront Bazaar building. It's a bazaar that they closed it despite being the tourist attraction place. And then, of course, Kuching is still maintaining their strict rule of obeying the standard operating procedure. I don't know why I keep laughing at the word saying standard operating procedure. Stupid order. Oh yeah, when I was a kid, when my parents took me to go walk along the waterfront, I always loved looking at this dragon. Is it a dragon or is it a crocodile? Because I'm a huge fan of reptiles and lizards and kaijus and monsters, dragons, and I like taking picture with this statue. It's really amazing. Most kids love that statue. I'm not quite sure now, but back in the days I love it. And we have there at the square tower. It's always been closed. I don't know, has anyone seen the square tower? I don't know why they call it tower, but okay, have anyone seen it open? The white box building looking things I just walked past. So let's go walk and climb up the bridge to take a very good view of the entire waterfront and the Sarawak River. Now keep in mind, when I recorded this, I was drenched in sweat. Even though I'm with an umbrella, but yeah, it was such a hot day. My skin was burning. We also have the mosque right across, right in front of us. That's the India mosque, the one with the blue roof. And that's the trash can. And that's the Merdeka Plaza, aka Independent Plaza. Plaza Independent Mall. The Merdeka Plaza is actually a mall. Not a mole, a mall. And then here we are at the Darul Hana Bridge. And on my left is I don't know how to pronounce it because that's the hut next to it. It's a Chinese hut, I think. I mean, it's in Chinese, so you can take pictures here. Everyone always take pictures here anyway. And then I also noticed someone taking a nap. If you look on the left, there's a chair. But anyway, we're not going to interrupt his nap as well. Instead, we're going to end our video here, overlooking Sarawak River and Kuching. So, and again, that's the square tower that I was mentioning. How come they always close? Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.